So first stop we have is Target. We need to get like a shower caddy, nose strips, and Sprite. Very random, but it's okay. I really wanted to do a pickup order, but I was like trying to push myself to go outside and be sociable today. Hopefully it goes good. I'm gonna reward myself with outside food because I've been eating at home for like the past 5 days. Alright, I'll see y'all in Target. Hey guys, okay, so I'm back and we got our little shower rack. We're gonna put that down. I got canned Sprite, which I'm about to open one right now. But let's get to the books. So I had to go venture into the book area, and they were actually having some good deals. But I am flying to see my best USC next week in Fort Lauderdale, so I was like, okay, I kind of want a physical book. And I got The Housemaid Secret because Freedom at Fadden books, or even just like the Housemaid series, I can fly through those books. So I can just imagine myself in the airport on the plane. And this book was like $10. I was like, you cannot beat that. $10 for a book. And then Throttled was even cheaper. $7. I was nervous because when I first rang it up, it was $14. And I was like, freaking out because I was like, I don't want to tell her that the price rang up as wrong, like it's wrong like on the back of their barcode and everything. And I was like, do I just spend the money? But I was like, let me speak up, and I did, and she price matched it with like a different store, and it was $7.68. So I'm so excited. I've read Dreamland Billionaires, which I love them. I still have to read Callahan's book, but I know they mentioned these characters in those books, so I'm excited to get started with this one. And while I was in the store, I checked my best friend's Goodreads, and they both have read this book and rated it 4 stars, and they were talking about how the guy is like the ultimate book boyfriend. So I'm excited to read that. Maybe I'll read that while I'm on my trip as well. We are back after the library visit, and I got 2 books. But to begin with, first I just want to talk about how I love the public library, and my public library has been getting extra city funding, so they have some newer titles and newer releases in there, and the shelves were just so full. And I kept saying, hey, another author, hey, another author, hey, another author, because I mean, I feel like they do have good books, but some of them are very much older, I guess, so it's just like you have to kind of find like what works for you. But thankfully I did find 2 books. Only thing was, there were so many kids in there. And the library that I go to, it's not like, oh, like hush hush or anything, or be quiet. It's just, you know, like a soft little murmur. I feel like every single time I go in there, I see this one lady, and she's in there like tutoring kids or tutoring adults, and I think that's so nice. But it's not like just silent. This time, no, it was ruckus, screaming. All these kids are screaming and everything, which, you know, I love. I love the kids, and I'm happy that they're reading, but please, it was too much for me. I was like very stressed out. I was like, why are you yelling? Let me look at my books in peace. But let's talk about the books that I got. The first book is Persuasion by Jane Austen, and I have not read any of her books. I always see them. I know that she's a classic author, very popular. I read the back, and I was kind of eating it up. Very much eating up the little blurb on the back. So I'm excited to dive into this. Maybe I'll take this on my trip as well. Let's see how many pages it is. It's only 238 pages. Very short book, but I'm excited. I also got the Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I'm trying to think. I've read The Unhoneymooners, and I feel like I've probably read 1 or 2 other books by her. This book was very interesting as well in the blurb, and I checked on Goodreads, and it had like a 4-star rating. So I was like, okay, let's check it out. But those are my 2 books. Library card is renewed, so now I can finally go check out books off Libby again. But I'm excited with my findings. Thank you guys so much for coming along while I ran my errands. I'm so happy that I got to go out and do this. It's been a beautiful day. I hope that y'all are out enjoying your day as well. And I can't wait to share my thoughts and feelings on the 4 books I got. Recap, we got these 2 books, plus the second book in the Housemaid series and the first book in the Dirty Air series. I can't wait to share my feelings on them. Stay tuned for that. you. Because thankfully I got that book for Hey guys, please don't look at my hair. I had my windows right down when I was driving on my way home because I was just trying to have me a little hot girl singing moment. And it was so much fun, but now my hair is kind of frizzy, so we're not going to look at that. But I did want to show y'all, I went book shopping. So I got After You, which is like the sequel to Me Before You. And I'm looking at the book right here. I'm about to pull it off my shelf. Are they not so cutie? They're going to look so cute on the shelf. But I'm like, do I want to put myself through that heartbreak of actually reading this book? I've watched the movie and everything, but I really want to read this because this is like a redemption. It's not redemption, but second chance romance with a different man. Moving forward. I also got Unsteady. Apparently I've read this book and rated it 5 stars, but I feel like it's been like 2 or 3 years since I've read it, but I was like, oh, I might as well get it. I just got an ARC book for another book by her, which I feel like is in the same series, so maybe I'll do a reread on this one, not quite sure. And then I also got Kit McBride Gets a Wife. And it just seems so cutie, the cover. I'll have to take that sticker off. But the cover looks so cutie. And my friend was like, oh, I've heard about that book. So I was like, let me get it. Little book haul for today. When will I get to these books? I don't know. I low-key want to start this one like today. I'm trying to see if they have it online anywhere. It wasn't on Kindle, so I'm going to check Libby and Hoopla, but we'll see. Hopefully I can start this one. And this one to be determined. Maybe a reread on this one. We'll see.